Ayan, Ayos yan. Hello guys, welcome to our channel, Lumalagavlog. It's me, Yumitrix, and my partner.
Actually, so thank you, Yumitrix. Sa video na ito ay nais lang namin magpasalamat sa aming mga subscriber. Salamat sa inyong pagsuporta dito sa aming channel. So, yun, kami ay magpasalamat sa inyo. Shoutout and pasasalamat. So, back to you, Yumitrix.
So ngayong araw na to, kami ay shoutout pasasalamat po sa inyong lahat. Kayo po kasi ay naging bahagi ng aming channel. Nakasama nyo po kami mula noong kami ay nagsisimula pa lamang pumapasok, pumututok at sumusuporta sa mga nag-LS dito kay YT. At sa aming mga naging kadikit, kadamayan, mga nakilala, naging kaibigan, nakasama at mga nagsuporta. Kaya hindi na namin patatanggalin pa. Uumpisa na ang aming shoutout pasasalamat sa inyong lahat. Kaya kung marinig nyo man na nabanggit namin ang inyong channel name o name channel, kayo po kasi ay isa sa aming mga naging legit na kadikit dito kay YT. Ayan, nice yan. Shoutout Louie Grabe, thank you. Shoutout Benjo Rivera, thank you. Shoutout Angela Felipe, thank you. Shoutout Colin Bautista Peralta, thank you. Shoutout King Carlo Fernandez, thank you. Shoutout Marlon Jan Domingo, thank you. Shoutout Norman Moradas, thank you. Shoutout Regan Garabiles, thank you.
Okay, so ako naman ang magsha-shoutout. So, thank you and shoutout to Bench Publico. Shoutout to Akositor. Shoutout to Nelgel's Vlog. Shoutout to Super Eboy Adventure. Shoutout to si Susie Di Guzman.
Shoutout OFW Real Life, thank you. Shoutout Lyricification, thank you. Shoutout Chocolate Cheeky, thank you. Shoutout Learn with a Blast, thank you.
Thank you and shoutout to Tumaritz Whitey. Thank you and shoutout to Vanessa Pax Montejo. Thank you and shoutout to Jess Drip. And shoutout to Carrie's World. Thank you and shoutout to Maria Love.
Shoutout Mice YouTube World, thank you. Shoutout Cyril Jan TV, thank you. Shoutout Chris Vlog, thank you. Shoutout Bren Lee, thank you. Shoutout Connie Boy, thank you.
Okay, next. Thank you and shoutout to my Lolila. Thank you and shoutout to Choi PH. Thank you and shoutout to Vin Mateo. Thank you and shoutout to Kisen. Thank you and shoutout to Shan Iskati.
Shoutout Ryan Sol Vlog, thank you. Shoutout Made in Taiwan Ems, thank you. Shoutout Nedy Green, thank you. Shoutout Ana Marie Concha, thank you. Shoutout Sanjay PC, thank you.
Thank you and shoutout to Jaderitz Vlog. Thank you and shoutout to Master Baker. Thank you and shoutout to Sally Tinay. Thank you and shoutout to Jamin TV. Thank you and shoutout to Princess Vlog Channel.
Shoutout It's Chona Mapa, thank you. Shoutout Pinoy Viral, thank you. Shoutout Chading Vlog, thank you. Shoutout Chili Bambam TV, thank you. Shoutout Marge the Mountain Girl, thank you.
Thank you and shoutout to Mice Vlog. Thank you and shoutout to Kadunis TV. Okay, next. Thank you and shoutout to Rizal. Thank you and shoutout to IC Nano. Thank you and shoutout to Ate Christine. Thank you and shoutout to Kuya Alex ng Bayan.
Shoutout Nanay Celine 35, thank you. Shoutout Manoy Ase, thank you. Shoutout Ate Gina Phillips, thank you. Shoutout Chris and Anna's Journey, Chris Santillan, thank you. Shoutout Clay Elmido, thank you. Shoutout Dark Angel 22, thank you.
Okay, thank you and shout out to Dance Next in Line. Thank you and shout out to Hazel Yu. Thank you and shout out to Dai Dai Konseng Vlog. Thank you and shout out to Blessed Life. Thank you and shout out to Let's Ray Joy. Thank you and shout out to Correx Vlog. Thank you and shout out to Mami Pikiri.
Shoutout MB Survivor, thank you. Shoutout Jury Reyes, Kasi TV, thank you. Shoutout Simple Wife Kaneko, thank you. Shoutout Lovely Jane, thank you. Shoutout Row TV, thank you.
Thank you and shout out to Nick Pahermo. Thank you and shout out to Lunel Nature's Vlog. Thank you and shout out to Angelet Art. Thank you and shout out to Rosalie Benedicto Sheldon. Thank you and shout out to Nanay Nawaray.
Shoutout Kuya Dokman, thank you. Shoutout Papong TV, thank you. Shoutout Eljun, thank you. Shoutout Mayora and Friends, thank you. Shoutout Mars Drum, thank you. Shoutout Nay Seni Caralde, thank you po.
Thank you and shout out to Toy Chua. Thank you and shout out to Mike 373. Thank you and shout out to Komara's channel. Thank you and shout out to Sosiwong Di Borja. Thank you and shout out to MK Sisters.
Shout out Mark Enriquez 47, thank you. Thank you brother. Shout out Kalupa TV, thank you. Shout out sa Chris Siblings Vlog, thank you. Shout out Penman Vlogs, thank you. Shout out Mabet Liagas, thank you.
Okay, next, ayan, thank you and shout out to Mario Mahilig Kaywana. Thank you and shout out to Denny Salazar. Thank you and shout out to Sis Living Travel Vlog. Thank you and shout out to Sis Lani Pal.
Shout out Boss Guilford's channel, thank you. Shout out Sis Dalilets, thank you. Shout out Modesto Paglingayen, thank you. Shout out Yopil Gaming, thank you.
Ayan, thank you and shout out to Delzai Vlog. Thank you and shout out to Mamsi and Koya Kenneth. Thank you and shout out to Lee Vlog. Thank you and shout out to Sis Norelyn Camacho Vlog.
Shout out Pinasikat TV, Joel Boy Boy, thank you. Shout out Ma'am Shi Edna, thank you. Shout out Sis Dragon Boat, thank you. Shout out Sis Rose Aguirre, thank you, thank you. Shout out Lola Belen and family, Lola Belen, thank you po. Shout out syempre Sis Meli Paglingayen, salamat Sis Meli, thank you, thank you. So ayun guys, ang aming shoutout pasasalamat sa inyong lahat. Salamat po at sana po huwag po kayo magsawa sa aming mga bagong video. Salamat po talaga sa pagdikit at pagsuporta. Kayo po talaga ang isang dahilan kung bakit kami ngayon ay umangat na dito kay YT. Gusto rin namin ipasalamat syempre kay Lord, kay Papa Jesus, kay God, dahil isa rin siyang way kung bakit kami ay umangat dito kay YT. Syempre dahil kami ay dumalangin din na makamit namin ang tagumpay at ito nga, kaya ang masasabi ko lang sa inyo guys, God bless us all. Ayan, ayos yan, okay yan. Yeah, thank you po talaga. Salamat.
So, yun, thank you so much talaga guys. And I think dito na lang magtatapos ang aming pasasalamat at shout out. Thank you for watching. And if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like and click the notification bell para updated kayo sa mga ipopost naming video dito lang sa aming channel Lumalagavlog. Again, it's me RCD and your Beatrix. Thank you for watching. Bye!